Okay, I'm gonna open this. I'm not in uniform. Jesus. Be careful, you're gonna get slapped. Alright. Hey, this is John from Freedom Force Talk Squad. Thanks for stopping by. We here at Freedom Force Talk Squad want to get a little advanced with our advanced subscribership, which is up to upwards of 32 million. We're really happy with how things are going. So keep subscribing, keep living the dream. Today's episode is brought to us by the good people at Dugan's, and this is their IPA. This was the original Tank House recipe. For those of you who are into Ontario craft beer gossip, which you would be crazy not to be. So, Wizardry. We talk about it quite a bit because it wants to stand between you and freedom. And that's a big no-no. It should be a no-no. You should have as much freedom as you reasonably should have. And that doesn't require heavy explanations. But we're going to talk about some advanced wizardry. We're going to talk about weaponized niceness. Okay? There are some people who make niceness do things for them. And niceness makes wizards appear reasonable. You relax and reveal things. And Marxists work on this quite a bit because they have a bizarre compassion for the people that they charm. Marxists aren't like us. You know, they killed 100 million people in the 20th century, like not bad guys or anything, but like the people they could get. Innocent people, helpless people, largely agricultural workers. And Marxists are still sold on the idea of Marxism, which seems to be an ideological machine that kills the poor. And these people try and tell us that it's the right that does that, which is really creepy because it seems to be this is what leftism does best, is destroy the innocent. And what's happening is that since the 1948 publication of the Communist Manifesto by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, people have been trying to make this very well-phrased book come to life like a formula for humanity. And they just kill people and destroy nations and just wreck everything. And they're like, we're getting closer because the technology is getting better. And we're getting better at having people forgive us. People are becoming less literate. So we don't have to have normies reading the very short and very well-written Communist Manifesto going, wow, only a retard would believe this. Because we've seen it not work. It sounds cool, and there are things that work in its favor. Like the way hot chicks will be entranced by it, because if it sounds good to them and someone tries to argue with them in a saner point, they'll just go, oh, I'll find somebody else to agree with me because, you know, she's a hot girl. So, and those people are all over the place, and that's a big problem. You know, you have to, and it's the spinelessness of so many spineless, crappy males.
Men who are liberals are betas.
And those people are all over the place, and that's a big problem. You know, you have to, and it's the spinelessness of so many spineless, crappy males that are part of that problem. But I digress. This is the thing, is that the Marxist who is willing to use you to just and destroy you to further his experiment doesn't hate you. Think of it as a kind of sociology, a kind of science. These Marxists are like, they regard themselves as like scientists with their lab coat and the pen and and they're writing the thing down, and they have the rat in the maze. Well, their ideology, Marxism, is the maze. And 100 million rats have died in that maze because they can't find their way out. Most of them did starve to death. Of course, freezing to death and being shot in the back of the head. Big numbers there too. That's what they're good at, the Marxists. And so you have to understand that when this person is looking you in the eye and listening to you like a good listener and projecting warmth and making you feel safe, that person, that Marxist, isn't looking at another person. He's looking at a juicy rat. And without that rat, he could not continue. So, that's why you should subscribe to Freedom Force Talk Squad. We're here for you. We're going to continue being dumb and fun while arming you against the wizards. We'd like to thank Owen Benjamin, because a lot of the spirit of this times are being articulated very well by him. PewDiePie destroys, Sargon destroys, Timbull destroys, Sticks, Hex and Hammer 666 it destroys. And there's a couple other people. Razor Fist. Thank you. Yeah, the production team brought up a very important point. Razor Fist is awesome. Who else do we got? Who else? The Quartering guy. The Quartering, yeah. If you want to check out the bleeding edge of the war, the culture war and free expression, basically it's playing out in the gaming world, and The Quartering is a great site to check that out. Jeremy Hambley, that's his name. We're not missing anyone, is he? Who else is someone?
Yeah, we're missing a lot of
people. Come on! Production.
How far are we taking this?
We've had 3 production meetings.
I only named 1.
All right, okay, we're going to sort this out anyway. There's lots of guys online worth checking out. The important thing for you to remember is that as long as you realize they're not strong, but they are attempting in hopefully a futile way to continue a despicable experiment, and they want to use you in it, when you could be exploring the music of early Van Halen. Listen to David Lee Roth. Listen to your heart. They'll tell you the same thing. You're freer than you think! Cheers! Back a bit to where we were. The other way. How come my feet don't feel... Okay. Right, that's where... There we go. Good call, dude. Alright. Are we running?
Yeah.
Okay, hey, this is John from Freedom Torch Talk Squad. I can start that again.
Freedom Torch? What? I will listen later to that.
Freedom Torch. Is it a thing? How do we know it's not?